Welcome to First Word, striving to make God's Word your first priority today. Romans 1:18 through 21. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men, who suppress the truth in unrighteousness, because what may be known of God is manifest in them, for God has shown it to them. For since the creation of the world, his invisible attributes are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. Because although they knew God, they did not glorify him as God, nor were they thankful, but became futile in their hearts, and their foolish hearts were darkened. God's wrath is revealed against man that has rejected him. Every man is accountable because God has revealed himself to them. God reveals his attributes through creation, and through these created things takes away all our excuses for submitting. John MacArthur put it this way: Paul's point here is that even apart from his written revelation, that which is known about God is evident within even pagan Gentiles, for God made it evident to them. The Lord testifies through Paul that his outward visible manifestation of himself is universally known by man. It is evident within them as well as without them. All men have evidence of God, and what their physical senses can perceive of him, their inner senses can understand to some extent. The Philistines both saw and acknowledged God's power, as did the Canaanites, the Egyptians, and every other people who have lived on earth. The rebels who built the Tower of Babel both saw and acknowledged God's greatness, as did the wicked inhabitants of Sodom and Gomorrah. All men know something and understand something of reality and the truth of God. They are responsible for a proper response to that revelation. Any wrong response is inexcusable. Unregenerate man has no help and is without God in the world. Not because he has no knowledge of God, but because he naturally rebels against the knowledge of God that he has. As Paul has already attested, Romans 1:18, sinful mankind naturally suppresses God's truth with his own unrighteousness. No one can claim that they are ignorant of God. Everyone is accountable to God to respond to his revelation. David affirmed in Psalm 19 that God reveals himself in nature. Psalm 19, verse 1, the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament shows his handiwork. Day unto day utters speech, and night unto night reveals knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. God's revelation makes all of us accountable to him, such that when the day of judgment comes, he will indeed be without excuse. And though we will bow the knee and confess Christ as Lord, then for many it will be too late. They will be subject to the wrath of God as it is released. Thank you for joining us at First Word. May you come to know the God of creation.